feel a need to go to the doctor now, and I don't particularly want to take medicines and things like that. Good afternoon, ladies. You've done quite the job of mowing my yard. My lawnmowers make mistakes. There's still some junk maybe they'll clean up, but the yard part, the grassy part, they've cleaned up. There's still some areas I see maybe they'll do a good job with. Maybe I'll let them in here a little bit longer, but I've got to prepare some other areas for them to go to. We had like record highs yesterday. I don't even know what I got to. It was warm. Was it a record high? I don't know. But it was pretty warm yesterday. And today it's overcast. Calling for some rain this afternoon. Maybe some thunderstorms. I'm lagging behind a bit today. Got sidetracked. Didn't keep my motivation going very good. It happens. I'll do better next time, I guess. I'm gonna build these pens over here. Get these cows moved. I have a groundhog problem. We have so many groundhogs. Get these pens built up over here. Take care of the rest of the critters. I know we're at the beginning of the season, but I am a little bit concerned about the way I treated my grass. I kept, we pinned them down. We stockpile grazed some stuff we had last winter, and this particular pen behind me was a winter sacrifice. I'm really ashamed of that. Some of the other areas are coming on, and it's only April 30th for us. So this is really when things start getting started for us, but it's worrisome that we have more cows, and I just need to manage this grass really well. We'll be bringing them in here next, and it's spotty. It's not come back full the way I would like to see it, and we have some poor conditions down on this bottom end. It's mossy, spotty, and it hasn't been grazed in some time. So we'll see, maybe getting the cows on there and letting them do their thing will lush things. See, it's really good and green. There's really some spots on it. Typically it doesn't look like this, and typically I'm not worried, but I just don't know if we're gonna get back on our rotations, and we haven't secured our couple other pastures just yet. We'll see. See, I can't just be wasting time like I did this morning on things that don't matter as much as getting out here. I need to cut this old dead tree up and clean up some of these pastures, clean the high tunnel. There's so many things I could be doing. I don't know if it's a psychological thing or what, just trying to get started. So we've got somewhere between, I don't know, around 10,000 pounds of flesh, not counting the bull, about 10,000 pounds of flesh. And considering what they ate a couple of days ago and my calculations, they would need about 10,000 square feet to feed them. They probably need more than that, but I could probably get by right now with about 10,000 square feet per day to feed that 10,000 pounds on my ground with the calculations that I put together. That calculation is evolving, constantly evolving. Things just aren't filled in as much as they will be later on. I mean, typically this field, we still have busted up chicken tractors here. We gotta repair a couple of those and junk one. This field typically is so lush, it's difficult to walk through, and I think it'll be that way soon. But there's some areas in it that give me concern, and I just haven't paid enough attention in years past to know how full are they at this time of year. Did I do some damage, or is this just typical? I'm gonna try to give them about 10,000 square feet per day right now to see how they manage that, see if I need to adjust that. I have to break it down in square footage. One, we're really small, so we can't break it down in acreages really well, and I need to be able to quantify it in square footages so I know how I need to divide things up. This was a little calf hut or motel, they might have called it, or something like that, maybe it would be lifted a little higher and have calves in it. We've used it for a chicken tractor. It's heavy. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but I think with some of the things we found with wheels and boy, my brain completely escaped me there. Dollies with you know, those chick lift systems, or a wide dolly or a couple dollies to lift the back end. We could move this sufficiently. It's a little bit heavy. It's kind of a gigantic Soskovich Salatin hybrid here, but we haven't used it for a couple of years because it has been heavy. But I think I can maneuver it with the systems I've said. So we're gonna put this back together. We'll be able to put 75 chicks in there probably and raise them out. And it was always secure. We never had any issues. The cows and the sheep did a number on it. Clean it up, put it back together. I gotta stay focused. Our focus right now is to build cow fence. Well, you know, if you've seen the other videos, that bird migration is in full force right now, and that causes a little bit of distraction for me. I'd rather be bird. Life is simple: eat, sleep, bird. I didn't realize I had that on at the moment, but I take the simple life, but maybe not to that extent. I got to do some other things too. Watching birds, looking at birds, listening to birds is fantastic. I can't be too bird-brained, you know. Got to get out and do my work. I had big plans to get out with Millie, like I did yesterday. Things didn't quite line up so perfect. I didn't come right outside and get going. So here I am. Luckily, it's not blazing hot today, or I would be suffering the consequences of that action. But I also don't want to feel hurried. I don't want to have that pressure of a hurried life. This needs to be done. There are other things that need to be taken care of. There are responsibilities, and I don't want to just be shirking responsibilities and just letting it all to the wind. I want to be responsible, but I'm just going to enjoy life. There's just not enough of it given to us. We don't know how many days we have. I don't know if I have 1 day left or 1,000 days left. I don't know if I have 10 years or 30 years or what we've got left. And I'm not being pessimistic about how much life I have, or I'm not looking doom and gloom of death in the face. But I also don't want to miss out on the enjoyment of things. I didn't enjoy myself this morning. I was wasting time. I enjoy this. I enjoy being outside, feeling the sun on my skin. But see how the devil has put distraction in our lives so that we just don't go do the things that we want to do. Our lives are so full of distraction that we wonder, where did the day go? Well, we wasted it away on frivolous stuff. Maybe you don't want to be outside mowing grass or shoveling manure or moving cows, or maybe you don't want to do those things. But what do you want to do? What do you lack in satisfaction, and how do you fix that? I would suggest that we don't enjoy life because we get distracted and think we don't have time to do the things we want to do. We do have time to get out and bird watch. We have time to move the cows. We have time to sort out what kind of flower this is. We have all the time to do those things. We're just not prioritizing our time. I didn't prioritize my time today, and I feel a little guilty about it. I don't want to feel guilty about it, so I should have better discipline. Maybe tomorrow. I've just had the most difficult time feeling like I can catch my breath these last few weeks. I don't know if it's anxiety or stress. I talked about yesterday, I believe, or the day before, I'm surely overweight, 280 pounds. I'd love to get, to 250 or 230. That'd be pretty remarkable to get back down to that size. So I don't know if it's probably a combination of all those factors, but I just feel like I'm probably not active enough. There's just a variety of things, and maybe that's just naive or just stupid to not realize that, okay, you're not active enough, you're overweight. I've been dealing with sleep apnea. I've got that machine. I thought maybe that was something to do with it. I've had a couple of things come up that might create some stress and anxiety. But whatever, I just feel short of breath, like constantly needing to yawn. Melissa and I have spent the better part of our lives without the benefit of health insurance. So typically, you don't consider going to the doctor or anything like that, and you're young, so you don't feel the need to go to the doctor. And do I feel a need to go to the doctor now? But no, I don't feel a need to go to the doctor now, and I don't particularly want to take medicines and things like that unless they're absolutely necessary. We try to find natural ways to heal things, but you just get a little older and things start piling up on you, and you start considering, hey, I'm overweight. Hey, I need to be more active. I need to get up and exercise. I mean, recently with this sleep apnea deal, I've found my discipline for going to sleep. It used to be I could just stay up as late as I want, go to sleep, wake up, 5 hours of sleep, and go about my day. Now I'm really struggling. I really want to get 7-8 hours of sleep so that I get good oxygen in my system and feel really good the next day. But that takes a lot of discipline. I mean, LeBron and Jokic, I'm on the East Coast. LeBron and Jokic didn't kick off until 10 o'clock last night. I didn't get to see that. I can record it. It's just not the same. I don't know what I'm going to do in football season, because there's no option. Your body gets in that rhythm. It's going to wake up. I'm going to wake up between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, almost guaranteed. I can't force myself to sleep past that. So whether I go to bed at 9, 10, or 12, my body's going to wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And the success of going back to sleep or trying to sleep longer than that is usually slim to none. More sleep, better exercise, better diet, lose some weight, get outside more, earlier, get moving. I don't have any chest pains. I don't have any, just feel like I'm not catching my breath. That's probably just too many trips to the table, I think. Stay tuned. I believe the rain will be here soon. I didn't check the forecast. I'm just suspecting. Thought maybe number 7 might have had her calf there for a minute, but nope. Still 3 calves. Missy, I didn't make it back outside today.
You did not.
Then we got into this big QuickBooks conversation.
Oh gosh, I've been in this QuickBooks conversation nightmare.
Not thrilled with QuickBooks?
I am not presently thrilled with QuickBooks.
We have an overpopulation of bunnies, by the way.
We do. They're everywhere.
So QuickBooks isn't able to organize the data the way that you need it to.
Yes.
And trying to figure out how to put the data in is a problem.
Right.
In fact, what I've determined is you're going to have to do it in a spreadsheet. So you're going to have to double enter data.
I already triple enter it, so it's whatever. So
If you already have a spreadsheet put together, then you can just manipulate a spreadsheet to put all these details in.
So what about...
Oh, see, that's a perfect example. There's absolutely no threat at all, and you've just jumped out the window.
Shut up.
You don't tell me that. Well, I was outside doing my thing, and I saw that the Miller woke up. So I came in to play with the Miller because I'm not going to see her for a while.
Yeah.
Then the rain came, and I didn't make it back outside. So, but I got the. It didn't rain for long. It's
Not
beautiful
long,
out
but
there
it
now.
rained hard.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't get the poly wire stretched, but that'll be quick. I got all the posts in two fields ready to go.
Wow.
So fed the pigs and did all that stuff. But I wanted to go ahead and get the poly wire ready for the morning because the cow's gonna be ready to move.
It was already belly aching.
Bia's she's laying down under the electric fence, reaching way out there, getting her tongue stretched way out there. Technical difficulties. Children are technical difficulties.
Yes, they are.
Because now they've called us on the group chat again for the how many times? Listen. I hate complaining, but I'm just tired. Like, here we go. Like, poor Abby. She's the fifth. She's the baby. She's the last one.
There's your favorite place.
Yeah, but listen, don't get me started on that. Abby's the last one, but it seems like she has everything all in like a 2 or 3 week. The band concerts and the plays and the choir concerts.
I feel like she's involved in everything. Like, what the heck?
It seems like we're going to, like, she's either late, we either got to go pick her up somewhere, or it's probably an exaggeration, but here we are. I don't
think so. Like, I don't think that the other kids were, and I'm sure they were.
Well, Kate was, for sure. We surely had to go get Kate a lot.
I know, but geez, please.
Here we are complaining about poor Abby. Anyway, what has she got? Is a band concert tonight?
Band concert tonight, choir concert tomorrow night, MTE show Friday night, West of Broadway Saturday night. We have church Sunday. We leave Sunday to go to Biggest Week. We have Michaela's graduation Friday.
She really took that and ran with it, didn't she? I was just trying to get just a little bit of information, and she's just spilling her guts. But there's a lot going on.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't feel like it's very slow. We're busy. So anyway, wasn't much to talk about today because I didn't get all my jobs done. And you ought to get me a picture of that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get all my jobs done. Get them done later. There's a deer about to jump out in front of the car. Ran the other way. Boy, that is beautiful.
That is
Why is your hand not out the window recording that?
With my phone?
Yeah. Well, all the critters like that rain.
Oh, yeah. It's been hot, so it's cooled things down a little bit. It wasn't too bad today,
Well, this was a mess of a video. But here it is. It's a day in the life. It's a boring day in the life. But it's a day in the life.
People think our days are boring.
You weren't too happy a while ago. You thought it was pretty boring.
I didn't think it was boring. I was frustrated with my day.
She was pretty melancholy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's that filter or if I really look that bad. But that's pretty rough.
I don't think it's filtered.
I look that bad?
Well, you don't have a filter on there.
I don't have a filter, but then it says I look terrible. I'm gonna record from a distance. Love y'all.